CBS 42 News.
Radar is very active in the Storm Track Weather Center.
Just amazed at how much lightning in a condensed period of time this afternoon.
Yeah, we had one spot where there was over 2,000 strokes of lightning within about 15 minutes. It was phenomenal, but that happens with very hot atmospheres like we have in place right now across our area. And thunderstorms have started to subside some, but we're not completely done with them just yet. We still have some time for a couple of those to redevelop. Check this out, though. This is a live shot that Al Ratcliffe has brought us, and that is a look at the tree which has fallen over the roof as well as the porch of a home in Hoover. This has been actually causing a lot of damage for that home there, but the root system, well, you notice that the root ball didn't come out of the ground. It snapped right here. So obviously this is an older tree, and this can happen. Even though we may not have winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, coming in from a different direction, if a tree has started to rot like this, obviously it can snap and be pushed over onto the home. But again, that is a very impressive looking view of one healthy tree which has done significant damage to a home. And some of the reports we're getting right now across central Alabama, albeit they are minimal. We have one from Anniston as well, a couple back into Shelby and Jefferson counties, and a couple of trees reported down around places like Tuscaloosa, down towards Moundville. Here's the latest storm track radar over the past 3 hours. Very active storms early on around Birmingham down into Shelby County. Then a new batch developed from Marion, Winston, Walker, and Fayette counties. And all of that continued to track southward, and a lot of lightning with these storms. This is the area that was getting pounded by a lot of electricity. Things have subsided some now. It's just good old-fashioned rain now. But roughly from Tuscaloosa down 69 into Moundville, we have a steady rain which continues to fall. And with that in place, keep in mind that travel's going to be a bit slick, especially there as well as around the Birmingham metro area. And there's not a whole lot in the way of rain right now, but roads are still a bit damp from the thunderstorms which we had earlier. So I would not be surprised to see a couple of delays. Overall, you can see all of these storms tracking southerly, and we have some changes which are on the way. We will be getting rid of the cloud cover like this. This is our live view from Bessemer out there. And at Splash Adventure, you can see it's 82 degrees. And right now, the dew point's at 73 with the heat index of 89. That's still elevated, but once we get some dry air in here, which will happen later this week, that's really going to help squelch our heat index values, and it will help to back our temperatures off a couple of degrees overnight. Here's the Storm Track Futurecast starting out at 6 o'clock tonight. Not much going on, although don't rule out a stray shower or a thunder shower possible, and that carries into tomorrow morning. When you join Ashley Gann tomorrow morning, I don't really see that we'll have much in the way of rain, but the thunder showers will begin to pop again later into the afternoon. This is at 3 o'clock, and then as we get into the evening, we'll start to see that subsiding. But notice all of the cloud cover headed south. Well, that's thanks to a front which will move into the state Friday morning. Great start to the day, a little cooler. Temperatures into the upper 60s, maybe even a few mid 60s, anywhere from Coleman back over into Double Springs, Aniata, and Gadsden. But a great looking forecast for Friday, and that will carry right into the weekend. Here's our Storm Track hour-by-hour forecast. Temperatures will stay into the 80s over the next few hours, but 75 is the low I have for tonight. That isolated storm, then mostly clear and muggy. Here's your Storm Track 7-day planner. Rain chance, I've pulled it out for Friday, and you'll notice as we get into the weekend, it's going to be hot, just not stifling heat. And next chance of a shower or two, really holding off until the next 7 days. And this Saturday, if you're not going to be home, set your DVR. We have a phenomenal program for you, Storm Track Tropics. You can not only watch this with your family, but you can also find out a little more in depth about hurricanes and how they affect us here locally. And believe it or not, it's the 10-year anniversary, hard to believe, of Katrina.